Well, let's bring in NASCAR Cup winningest active road course driver, Chase Elliott, recuperating in Colorado. Thanks for joining us today. Glad we could make this work. I know you'd sure rather be out there than sitting where you are. But we got off to a great start in turn one, and then what happened, and how are you doing, most importantly?
Yeah, I'm doing really good. Appreciate you guys having me, and thanks to Fox for setting this up and making this go. So I'm looking forward to just watching the race with you guys. I don't know, we're just kind of getting started. I was hoping we could get more than a lap or so going to understand a little bit of what's going on. I saw Jordan kind of had a tough opening lap, but yeah, I hate Jimmy got taken out there, but a lot of racing left, and excited to see kind of where it goes and some of the things that some of the things I can see from this vantage point is super different than what I'm used to seeing. Obviously, I miss being there too, but we're working through it, so we'll make the most of it.
Man, seeing that headset on you, buddy, I don't. Why didn't they pick you to replace that crew chief set on top of that box? I think you might be able to do it.
Yeah, I don't know about. I think that'd probably go as good as you doing it, unfortunately. So I'm not sure that I'm not sure that's a good idea. But you know, actually, we joked around about it a little bit last couple weeks, and yeah. So I don't know. Never say never, but I don't know that my crew chiefing abilities would go over too high.
Well, you and Jordan have been texting back and forth after every session that he's been in the car, and I know you've been a big help to him. He said as much on the pre-race show, but what kind of advice can you give somebody who's a winning race car in his own discipline but is new to this kind of racing?
It's tough, and I think from my perspective, I've just tried to probably say too much just in case something dumb that I say happens to make sense, right? I would rather give him too much information and just like one of those things click in his mind. You know, and I did run the Rolex 24, you know, a couple years ago. So some of those things I do feel like the cars are very different, but I think anything I can do just to say, hey, this was a big hitter for me, and me transitioning to those cars, you know, let's think about it from the other way. How can I help you get this direction? So I've really just been giving him as much information as I possibly can. Anything I see, and I've been super in tune with his comments and post-practice meetings and post-qualifying meetings. So I've been talking a lot, probably too much, and I'm sure a lot of it probably doesn't make sense to him, and probably doesn't make sense to anybody but me. But it's just in hopes that just one or two little things might stick and could make a difference today. So I'd rather give him too much information and him not listen to 99% of it, and just that 1% help. I feel like it was worth it.
Yeah, Chase, I mean, that's exactly how I've been with our team at 2311, with Tyler Reddick, with Bubba Wallace. I've been just trying to give as much information, right? And yet it's a delicate balance, because there's so much experience that Jordan has, and with Tyler, with Bubba, all behind the wheel. And so it's a delicate deal, but yet we don't want to miss anything. We want them to be their best. But most of all, first of all, it's just great to see you, my friend. I know all the fans wanted to see you, and I'm hoping PT's going well, and you'll get back to the track soon.
What about this racetrack? What do you love about this racetrack? What was the challenges?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a unique one, and honestly one that I feel like I struggled with the most. I would say of all the road courses, I really struggled at Sonoma early on. I feel like I've gotten better there, but COTA was a really tough one, and I think a lot of it's just the length of the track. And that sounds super simple and easy, but there's a lot of turns and there's a lot of really technical places on this track. And I think one thing that probably gets lost in translation with road racing in general is, you know, we talk about going to Fontana and how old the track surface is, and we talk about going to Atlanta and how new the track surface is. Well, turn one might be abrasive and the stadium section might be repaved. And I think that's one of those things that probably doesn't get talked about a lot in road course racing, and just those really small, fine details can make a big difference. So it's a really technical place. The laps are long, and the grip level in the track really changes a lot from turn to turn.
Well, thanks for being with us. Chase is going to be with us through the day. Since none of the leaders chose to pit under this first caution of the day, we're going to step away with William Byron leading from the pole.